My name is Lori Hodges. I'm the Director of Emergency Management. I've worked here almost 11 years. The long-term goals with the mitigation program are to ensure that the communities are able to mitigate risk at a community level to build self-sustainability, self-reliance, so that they can solve their own problems as we go forward.
Community mitigation grants through Larimer County Office of Emergency Management have really helped our mountain communities self-organize to address the priorities in their community wildfire protection plans, which goes a long way towards helping us with our mission of ecological resilience and health of the Poudre River watershed. The program itself helps to build community by helping to foster local action and local organization towards some of the resilience goals that we have in the watershed.
My name is Tom Hosfeld. I'm a retired aerospace engineer from GE Aircraft Engines back in Cincinnati. We moved out here 4.5 years ago, and I am currently a volunteer with the Glacier View Fire Protection District. Our community has received numerous grants from the Larimer County Office of Emergency Management, everything from buying pole saws, chainsaws, personal protective equipment for our volunteers that do the wildfire mitigation along evacuation routes. We just purchased a trailer to haul away the slash. We also got a grant to remove the slash and haul it to a slash pile to be burned. So all of that has been instrumental to motivate homeowners to do the fire mitigation and show them a path to reduce the risk on their properties.
This program helps build community because it has a social capital component to it. It builds community connections. So if a number of neighbors just wanted to do a program on their land and they asked for money, that wouldn't qualify under this program. It has to be where the community comes together, develops a project together, works together. That builds that connection point at the neighborhood level, which has been shown in disaster research to directly impact their ability to recover from disaster.
Grant money from Larimer County Office of Emergency Management helps the greater community because it helps wildfires from getting a foothold, makes them more manageable so that we don't repeat the Cameron Peak Fire, which was the largest wildfire in Colorado history. People in Fort Collins and Greeley probably remember the clouds of smoke that were going overhead. I remember being in Fort Collins and the streetlights came on in the afternoon because it got so dark from the cloud from the wildfire. There's quite a benefit multiplier from the grant from Larimer County Office of Emergency Management for the few thousands of dollars spent on chainsaws, pole saws, and protective equipment. The county has received hundreds of volunteer hours of people reducing wildfire risk.
Additional funding can help because for every dollar that we spend on mitigation, we can save $6 in disaster costs. Also, with the program, the more money that we put towards the program, the more we can address the need throughout our community. We have a great need for hazard mitigation throughout the community for both fire and flood, so every dollar is going to help us meet that need. The reason this work is so important is because hazards and risk exist in every community. Larimer County is not immune from that. Every dollar that we can put towards mitigation is going to make our community stronger.
For our mission and for the mission of the Fireshed Collaborative as a whole, we know that top-down money and federal leadership and that kind of thing is going to be absolutely necessary to address a lot of the large acres, especially on public land. But we also know that the bottom-up organizing and the community addressing of their own priorities is going to be a huge help towards meeting those goals. It has to come from the bottom and from the top.
4 years ago, during the Cameron Peak Fire, there was just a feeling that we were at the mercy of these very large forces of nature. But now, through these grants and through the activities of hundreds of volunteers, there's a feeling that this is manageable. We can do something about it. We can reduce the risk and protect ourselves, our community, and our environment.